Osseo will get the dunk at the buzzer. For the 8th time in school history, a Maple Girls softball team is going to state.
Hello and welcome to Sports Jam. I'm Jay Wilcox.
I'm John Jacobson. Today on the show, we name our all-area teams in volleyball and football, plus state-adapted soccer highlights.
And we'll hear from the head coaches from the Wayzata and Champlin Park football teams as they get set to square off in the Prep Bowl. We'll get started with the CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament hosted by the Wayzata Trojans. It was year number 18 for the tournament, and Maple Grove aimed for back-to-back titles. Jack Winnicky and the Crimson meeting Moorhead in the championship game. After Moorhead takes the lead, Grant Zick's pass banks off Spuds goalie Hudson Hodges and in. It's 1-1 through one period. In the second, nice hands by Cullen Jess from Moorhead, and he sets up Caden Triggs. The Spuds take a 2-1 lead through two periods. But Maple Grove erupts in the third. Tyler Oakland gets control of the puck and buries the shot, and it's 2-2. Then Kyle Kukkonen is the trailer on a 4-on-2 rush, and he beats Hodges too. Maple Grove surges into the lead. And they are far from done. The Spuds turn it over, and Oakland scores again as Maple Grove blitzes Moorhead with 5 goals in the third period to win 6-2. Edina beat Wayzata 3-2 in overtime in the third place game.
The adapted soccer season wrapped up over the weekend with the state tournament. Robbinsdale Hopkins Mount West Tonka was the top-seeded team from the north, but got upset in the quarterfinals. After a consolation semifinal win, they faced Anoka Hennepin for 5th place. First half, and Sam rolls with a nice touch pass over to Marcus Brady, who scores the first goal of the game. Then it's Rolls turning and chipping a shot into the corner of the Mustangs' net. And that goal makes it 3-0 Robbins. Anoka Hennepin gets one back. William Roush scores on the rebound here. The first of 3 goals for him in the afternoon. And it's a 3-1 game. Rolls picks up another assist. Brady nets his second goal of the first half. And this one makes it 5-2 Robbins. Still in the first half, and it's Rolls taking it himself and scoring another of his 7 goals on the day to put his team ahead 6-2. They'd lead 8-2 at halftime. Second half, Brady gets the steal. His shot is stopped, but Rolls knocks the rebound home. The Robins go on to win 11-3 to win the consolation title. No local teams advance past the consolation semifinals in the tournament's CI division.
Last week on Sports Jam, we named our all-area teams in soccer. We had a great fall for volleyball in the area, capped by Wayzata winning the state 3A title. We've consulted with local coaches to name our Sports Jam all-area volleyball team. We'll start our Sports Jam volleyball team with a great group of hitters. They'll come to Helmick for the win, and they get it. Number 5, right side hitter Elizabeth Helmick earned all-state and all-metro honors while leading Wayzata to the state 3A title. The lefty had 301 kills and was a Miss Volleyball finalist. She's headed to James Madison. Number 3, Allie Hinsey sparkled for Osseo as a senior. The second team All-Metro pick led the Orioles in kills, serve receive, and aces. She had 401 kills and 270 digs and will play for North Dakota State.
Here's Hinsey, though, pounding it home. And
Number 13, Jordan Stalpus, was team MVP for Champlin Park. She helped the Rebels to a state championship last fall as a junior. This season, Stalpus had 367 kills and 285 digs. She's headed to Nebraska Omaha for volleyball. Another number 13, Sophie Jesuits of Wayzata, makes our squad with a strong junior season. At 6'4", Jesuits is a 6th rotation player.
Johnson goes to Jesuits, who closes it out.
Recording 266 kills and 236 digs. She made the all-tournament team at state. Number 15, Skylar Gray of Maple Grove, is another talented junior on our squad. Gray had 244 kills, 206 digs, and 25 aces for the Crimson. The all-conference pick is on pace to set career records for kills and digs for the Crimson, and is verbally committed to the Gophers.
That one's a bullet.
Number 8, Kate Long, saved her best for last, scoring the final 3 points of Wayzata's dramatic State 3A championship win over Egan.
Long tips it down the line to Pernsteiner, and that'll do it. Wayzata has won the state title.
The senior had 297 kills and was superb in the state tournament. She'll play at Wesleyan University. Armstrong's number 17, Sophie Vogel, played middle and outside for the Falcons. Their team MVP, Vogel had 280 kills, 46 blocks, and 39 aces. She'll play D1 volleyball at the College of Charleston.
Vogel pounding that one away. And
Hopkins middle number 10, Shadir Tutt, is quick off her feet and totaled 76 blocks for the Royals while earning all-state honors. She hit at a 363 efficiency.
And they come right back to Tutt.
Two players on our team had the unusual combination of setting and playing the middle. Number 2, Sammy Hilly of Champlin Park added setting to her repertoire, registering 531 assists with 311 kills, 53 blocks, and 183 digs. She's an all-state pick.
Before they go back to Hilly again and delivers the kill.
Number 10, Sarah Luong of Benilde St. Margaret's also set and played in the middle. She had 292 kills, 373 assists, 186 digs, and 61 blocks as the do-it-all leader of the Red Knights. Long is an academic all-state pick and will play for Emory University. Our full-time setter is number 22, Olivia Johnson of Wayzata. A steady presence for the Trojans' title team. Her coach, Scott Jackson, called Olivia the best peer setter in the state this fall. The second-team All-Metro pick had 1,066 assists with 162 digs and 33 aces.
Great pass and set.
Our libero is number 2, Taylor Kwan of Osseo. The senior had 339 digs and finished second for career digs to Orioles legend Kelly Bowman. Kwan's serving ability was also key for Osseo. She had 29 aces.
and snuck that one into the deep corner for an ace.
Kwan will join teammate Hinsey at North Dakota State. What a squad, the Sports Jam volleyball team. These players also had strong seasons. Here are the honorable mention picks for volleyball. A lot of great players on that team.
Yeah, and back-to-back years with the local state champion in Class 3A. Still to come on Sports Jam, look at our all-area teams in football, plus a preview of this Friday's Class 6A Prep Bowl championship game between Champlin Park and Wayzata.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. A moment ago, we met the all-area volleyball team. We've had an outstanding football season in the area this fall, too. Wayzata and Champlin Park are in the Prep Bowl, and Armstrong and Benilde were each unbeaten until their section finals. We present part one of our all-area football team as we begin with the offense. We'll start our Sports Jam offense up front with a big and talented line. Number 78, Joe Solonic, helped key Wayzata's run to the Prep Bowl from his left guard spot. At 6'2", 260, Solonic excelled as the Trojans rushed for better than 2,500 yards entering the Prep Bowl.
Ball again.
Number 54, Elijah Brown of Benilde St. Margaret's is a compact, powerful force as a 5'11", 245-pound guard. The Suburban Red Offensive Lineman of the Year, Brown earned All-Metro honors and helped the Red Knights to an unbeaten regular season. Number 77, left guard Noah Pappas of Armstrong is tough to miss at 6'6", 315. A 3-year starter, Pappas was Suburban Blue Offensive Lineman of the Year for a second straight season and helped the Falcons go 8-0 in the regular season. He'll play in the Minnesota All-Star game. Number 75, left tackle Mood Jihad is a key part of an offensive line that's guided Champlin Park to the Prep Bowl. The 6-foot, 260-pounder is an All-Metro North selection and a captain for the Rebels. Number 78, Damari Bankhead of Cooper is a big tackle. The All-Suburban Red pick was a 3-year starter and keyed the Hawks' potent running game. Our quarterbacks include number 4, Jake Breitbach of Armstrong. Breitbach overcame an ACL injury to have a great senior season, passing for 1,754 yards and 27 touchdowns, while rushing for another 526 and 5 TDs. Breitbach was MVP of the Suburban Blue. Number 4, Jace Miller of Champlin Park made our team as a wide receiver last fall and gets the nod as a quarterback this season. Miller's thrown for 1,528 yards and 16 touchdowns heading into the Prep Bowl, while rushing for 648 yards and 8 TDs. He's an All-Metro North pick. Our third QB is a rising star. Cooper sophomore number 12 Joe Russell completed an impressive 66% of his passes while throwing for 1,972 yards and 20 touchdowns in his first year as a starter. He led the Hawks to a section final. Our running backs are led by Wayzata workhorse number 4 Christian Vassar. The 6'1", 205-pounder carried the ball 44 times in the Trojan State semifinal win over Lakeville South. Powerful but also nimble, Vassar entered the Prep Bowl with 1,887 yards rushing and a 6.6 average per carry with 21 touchdowns.
How many arm tackles did he run through on that, John?
Number 23, junior Sean Shipman was the key rusher all season in a balanced Champlin Park attack. Shipman entered the Prep Bowl with 973 yards and 9 touchdowns, averaging just under 5 yards per carry. Number 11, Derek Turner of Breck enjoyed a strong senior season for a Mustangs team that was 7-1 in the regular season. Turner rushed for 1,490 yards and 27 total touchdowns, while earning Twin City Metro Rivers Offensive Player of the Year honors. A strong receiving corps is led by number 6, Ty Bowman of Armstrong. The offensive MVP in the Suburban Blue, Bowman caught 55 passes for 769 yards and 14 touchdowns, and helping the Falcons to their first section final since 2003.
Throwing for Bowman, he's got it. Bowman into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 9, Jacob Wildermuth provided a great weapon for Wayzata's passing game. The 6'3" senior entered the Prep Bowl with 48 catches for 904 yards and 18.8 average. 9 of his receptions went for touchdowns. Number 7, Cornelius Wooten was a big play threat for Cooper. Wooten averaged 21.6 yards per catch, hauling in 31 passes for 671 yards and 10 touchdowns while also playing defensive back. He'll play in the Minnesota All-Star game. Number 3, Brock Johnson of Champlin Park isn't the biggest receiver around at 5'10", but he's a fearless pass catcher who is also a breakaway threat. Johnson entered the Prep Bowl with 39 catches for 746 yards, a 19.1 average, with 9 touchdowns.
The foot race now, and he's gone for the touchdown.
Number 5, Ben Wahey had a big season for Brooklyn Center. Wahey caught 44 passes for 828 yards and 15 touchdowns, and also rushed for a TD. He was an all-district pick and Centaur's offensive MVP. Number 1, B.J. Murph of Hopkins rounds out our receivers. The shifty 5'8" Murph caught 30 passes for 435 yards, a 16.5-yard average with 5 TDs. He's headed to Minnesota Duluth. Our tight end is number 13, Jacob Engel of Maple Grove. Engel had 15 catches for 282 yards and 3 touchdowns, and excelled as a blocker on the edge. Our kicker is number 7, Louis Hyde of Benilde St. Margaret's. The Suburban Red Special Teams Player of the Year made 5 of 6 field goals and 43 of 45 extra points, and will kick in the All-Star game. A tough group to stop. It's the Sports Jam offense. These guys were nominated and had strong seasons too. The honorable mention picks for offense. John reveals the players on the Sports Jam defense for football right after this.
A moment ago, you saw the top prep football players on offense from the area. Here now is the 2019 Sports Jam defense. We'll start our team on the defensive line, and Wayzata's number 99, Joe Demrow. Seemingly always in the opponent's backfield, Demrow enters the Prep Bowl with 75 tackles and an incredible 22 of them for loss, including 11 quarterback sacks. He's an all-district pick in the Metro West. Cooper's number 56, Raheem Akindele, has anchored the Hawks defensive line for 2 years. The junior's a great run stopper who recorded 61 tackles, including 3 sacks this season. Akindele was named All-District in the Suburban Red. Park Center's number 53, Michael Harris, was a bright spot for the Pirates this year. Always around the ball with a high motor. Harris recorded 78 tackles from his defensive end position.
Was brought down by Harris.
He was all Suburban Blue sub-district and the Pirates' co-defensive MVP. Champlin Park, Sam Knudsen was the leader for a good Rebels defensive line this season. Knudsen was the Metro North Sub-District Offensive Lineman of the Year in 2019. He has 59 tackles on the season, 6 for loss, with 4.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Maple Grove's number 8, Nate Becker, was a difference maker along the D-line for the Crimson. Becker recorded 51 tackles, 11 of them for loss, including 3 sacks. The 6'4", 230-pound junior is receiving Division I interest for college football. Our deep and talented linebacking crew includes Armstrong's number 5, Dacian Francis. A strong and physical player who was the leader for the Falcons defense, Francis finished with 78 tackles, 7 sacks, and 2 interceptions. He was all-district in the Suburban Blue. Benilde St. Margaret's number 23, Joe Marinero, was a two-way starter for the Red Knights, who was named most valuable player for the Suburban Red Sub-District. On defense, the senior recorded 47 tackles, 12 of them for loss. Marinero also scored 10 touchdowns on offense. Champlin Park's number 7, Obi Evalecha, is a great linebacker for the Prep Bowl-bound Rebels. The senior has 112 tackles on the season, 5 for loss, with 2.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Evalecha is an all-Metro North District player.
Not much chance there.
Obi's teammate, number 45, Noah Link, is another great linebacker for the Rebels. The senior has 97 tackles on the year, including 11 quarterback sacks and 7 other tackles for loss. The all-Metro North Sub-District senior is also an academic all-state player. Wayzata's number 1, Lashaka Rokes, is an active linebacker for the unbeaten Trojans. The senior has 66 tackles, 11 of them for loss. The all-Metro West Sub-District player is verbally committed to play at North Dakota State. Maple Grove's number 7, Anthony Gibson, was a tackling machine for the Crimson. Athletic and hard-hitting, Gibson racked up 113 tackles in 10 games, 20 of them for loss. Gibson had 4 interceptions and 3 defensive touchdowns. In 2 playoff games at tailback, he ran for 262 yards, averaging over 8 yards a carry. Hopkins linebacker number 5, R.J. Shikola, started for 5 seasons. The 3-time All-District player finished with 95 tackles, 13 of them for loss this season, plus 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble recovery. Shikolas was named the district defensive MVP in the Suburban Blue. Ticino Grace linebacker number 4, Patrick Duran, was an all-Metro North Sub-District player this season. The senior finished with 67 tackles in 9 games, 9 of them for loss. Duran was selected to play in the Minnesota Showcase All-Star game in December. Breck linebacker number 5, Alex McKenna, was the best defensive player in the Metro Rivers Twin City Sub-District this fall. McKenna led the Mustangs in tackles the past 2 seasons and had 9 tackles for loss this year. He's being recruited by the Gophers as a walk-on. Osseo's number 5, Stephen Arell, would cover a lot of ground in our defensive backfield. The Orioles senior safety was voted Defensive Player of the Year and Team MVP by his Osseo teammates. Arell finished with 56 tackles and 5 interceptions this season and was all Metro North. Ticino Grace free safety number 9, Nick Hand, led the Eagles in defensive points this season. The all-Metro North Sub-District player finished with 68 tackles, 3 of them for loss, plus 4 interceptions. Hand is only a junior. Wayzata's Anthony Ukofia has played a big part in the Trojans' defensive success this year. The senior safety has 66 tackles and 2 interceptions on the year, plus 1 fumble recovery. He's an all-Metro West Sub-District player. It's a great team. It's the 2019 Sports Jam defense. These players enjoyed very good seasons too. Here are the honorable mention selections for defense. We'll look ahead to Friday's Prep Bowl game between Champlin Park and Wayzata with the team's head coaches when Sports Jam returns in a moment. The Prep Bowl is this Friday and Saturday at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Class 6A Championship, 7 o'clock Friday night between Wayzata and Champlin Park. The two head coaches join us now on the show. Lambert Brown from Wayzata, first of all, congratulations. Getting to this point has got to be a thrill for your program to be where you are.
It's great. It's been a great year and got a great group of kids, a great coaching staff, and the community support's been phenomenal, so it's been a lot of fun coaching this year.
Unlike the rest of the season, you get an extra week to prepare. It's got to be good, but it'll be hard to wait at the same time, right?
Yeah, we want to go play, but we're taking the opportunity to just find ways to get better. We want to play our best football the last game of the year, and it's nice to be one of the two teams that you win when you know the season's going to be over. And so we're enjoying that. We're enjoying the time that we get together, and we're looking forward to getting to play when that day comes.
From your perspective, the way you guys played last Friday against Lakeville South, are you overall happy with the way that game unfolded, other than maybe the first drive?
Yeah, anytime you can find a way to win, life is good. It's always a little bit easier when you win. But, we knew that was a really good football team, and they've been a physical football team and a unique offense that, it takes a little bit to get used to. And I think after that first series, our kids kind of settled in and were able to play. And I think, being able to come out and score right away on offense, I think was a big deal too, to just come back and respond. And so we ask our kids all the time, just, things are going to happen, adversity is going to hit, how do we respond?
You saw Champlin Park the night before against Lakeville North. What are your thoughts of the Rebels?
That's a good football team. We know that they're a good football team, and I think when you're one of the final two, you've done some things right, and they've done a lot of things right. They've got some really good players. Coach Keenan's doing a great job with that program, and so we know we're going to have to play a full 4-quarter game.
Coach, good luck in the Prep Bowl. It should be a great one.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
Lambert Brown, head coach of the Wayzata Trojans. For more on the Rebels, let's go to Jay.
Thanks, John. And Nick Keenan, the Champlin Park head coach, joins us. And Nick, what's this run been like for you and your coaches and all the players in the Rebels program?
Well, it's been exciting. Kind of brought us back from when I first started at Champlin. We went to the Prep Bowl my first year as an assistant, so this brings back memories of that. But the kids have been working so hard. It's fun to see the enjoyment on their face to accomplish some of our goals and move really far into the playoffs.
Got a little extra time to prepare for this one this year with Thanksgiving being so late. Has that been a challenge to figure out scheduling as far as getting ready for this one?
Well, as far as finding places to practice indoors, been a challenge. It's the end of our trimester, so some kids are needing extra help in their classes, things like that. But otherwise, we're cutting things down a little bit and just trying to work on our technique and just use all the time that we have.
You've faced a lot of good teams this year. What do you think about the matchup with Wayzata? What do they present as challenges for you?
Well, they're undefeated for a reason. They have a great defense, and along with a great offensive line and an efficient passer and a really good running back.
As for you guys, what's the keys for the Rebels to come out on top in the Prep Bowl?
Well, our offense has been playing, real well the last two games, averaging over 30 points a game. Defense has continued to play well, and our special teams has been good. So that's kind of the recipe always for a good win, is to have all three phases do a good job.
Nick, congratulations on this great run and best of luck in the Prep Bowl.
All right, thanks.
Nick Keenan, the head coach for the Champlin Park football team. We've seen two great teams prepare for this all season long. It should be a great Prep Bowl in Class 6A.
Looking for local? Even more local? CCX Media gives you the option to connect with your community on multiple levels. CCX Create welcomes you, community residents, to connect and experience television in an exciting way. The free TV classes we offer will have you on your way to creating TV, and our wide variety of content can be watched at home or on the go. Connect to what's happening in your community. Visit ccxmedia.org.
Our game of the week is the Northwest Suburban Conference girls hockey game featuring Rogers and Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. The game is Tuesday at the Champlin Ice Forum. Watch it live on CCX1 and ccxmedia.org. The game also replays Tuesday night at 10 and Wednesday at 7 p.m. And that will do it for this week's show.
Thanks for watching Sports Jam and have a nice Thanksgiving week.